Hey everybody, it is the Just Juju, and to the people in the streams, hi, nice to see you, and to the people on YouTube, hi, nice to see you. So what I kind of wanted to do today, before I started streaming, was just make a quick YouTube video about my thoughts here on the summer event content that we have in New Genesis. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's ugly, but let's get right into it. So, first thing that I do want to just go over in general is the item cap limits. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just the specific sense that like you can only buy, I think it's 100 alpha reactors to exchange in for and Meseta to essentially run over to the personal shop and get weapon camos, accessories, emotes, things like that, since they have now been released. Uh, I understand where they're coming from because, of course, like on one end, you don't want to just be like, oh, well, let's just forget about everybody buying scratch tickets and just let the personal shops run rampant the first week, like they're actually like viable. But on the second aspect of it, it's like give some respect to your free to play players who are grinding this game out and they just want to get as much as they can. I think that's fair. I don't feel like an item cap is needed overall. I would say like if you wanted to do 100 weekly for the alpha reactors and maybe bump up the numbers and do the same type of scenario with the technique augments and precision augments, that would be fine. But let it reset weekly so people can get a little more for their grind. The grind cycle itself, just to move on really quick here, let me check my little notes. Yes, the grind cycle, say for like the first like half a week, it was fun, it was good, but then you slowly realize the only places that you're finding the sigil enemies, the lightning enemies, are either in Mount Magnus rank or in the open world, and that gets incredibly boring. Let us go anywhere and get them, like, and switch it up between Petisvera and Nexvera for the daily objective for the urgent quest. And yeah, let us find them everywhere. You don't have to make them as potent, like, or prominent. If you do that, bump up the values a little bit more from what you get from the drops if they're in those specific areas and on the open world. And I think it would be a lot better. That's just me, but if you do have any other thoughts on it, please comment below. Be happy to hear from you. Now, the scratch tickets. The scratch tickets. So, yeah. I can understand Sega. This game is a cash cow for them. They want to maximize the profits of the scratch tickets as much as possible. But like, this is supposed to be an anniversary event. People are here celebrating the game. It's not, hey, let's celebrate by like giving more money to Sega. That's kind of not like intuitive to your player base. Like, I understand having a plethora of scratch tickets, but like let it rotate like once a day for star gems. That way, people who may have star gems, they're not going to have over 1,000, and if they do, they bought them. So yeah, let them rotate with star gems on the weapon camos, emotes, etc., accessories. You get it. So people can at least get a chance to get something that they want, and that chance alone will be enough to help propagate good business. And honestly, you'll probably end up making more money that way because you're getting somebody involved into the scratch ticket economy more than just the, what is it, the daily like passionate spirit, I forget what it's exactly called, the passionate spirit scratch that everybody already has every single item to if they logged in daily, at least every item that they want or care about, except for me because I still need to get the assault rifle weapon camo, but that's a different story. But yeah, just to overall and recap, the item caps is just nonsense. Like, you gotta bump that up a little bit. Even if it like certain items went down in quantity and then let them reset weekly, I would be cool with that. And people say, oh, like, well, the personal shops will get inflated then, but they'll stabilize. The grind cycle, I would be down to also have like PSC burst enemies. Like, let them be, there be multiple. We're at a point now in like rank 2 where mostly everybody is level 20, and if they aren't, they are in an area with a bunch of level 20 people, and like the room finding is fine. So like, give it an odd chance to spawn like 2 sigil enemies, 1 silver, 1 gold. That way we can farm our gold and our silver prims. And if you don't know, the reason why you want to farm gold and silver prims is because the silver prim swords, which are relatively, when you're looking at them from attack perspective, are trash. They give you 600 experience towards your item enhancements, and the golds, I do believe, give you 800. So with that being said, just better farming. Let it be a fun event. And exactly, Delicate. Like, it would be a good way to let people just get a crack at everything that are the free-to-play grinders that really do, like, they're playing this game solely because they love it, and they're not just trying to dump a bunch of money into something out of a shopping addiction or a gambling addiction. I'm not a big proponent and fan of the scratch ticket style, but I will say, because the care that Sega and Phantasy Star have put into a lot of these items, a lot of them look really nice. And I will say about like every item in the game, it may not appeal to your taste, but there is absolutely somebody out there that item will appeal to. And that is one of the best things about this game, is you really do get a lot of creativity to be what or whom you want to be in this game. But that definitely comes at a cost of either an obsessive amount of time or a hefty chunk of money. And me personally, I'm not a free-to-play player in this game anymore. I tried it through Pso2. It was a grind. But with that being said, like, I guarantee you, I mean, I have a lot of hours in this game. I stream this game at twitch.tv, the Just Juju. Stop by, have some fun, drop in with me and my girlfriend. We're always grinding. Yeah. I am not a free-to-play player, but I was. So I understand that feeling of always looking at everybody else. And when it is everybody else, it is everybody else. Looking so cool, and you're just sitting there in your basic outfit, but still brolic as hell. But like, you feel weird because you don't want to interact with people. The interactions with people, that's a different topic for a different day. We're not getting into that. But I completely get why a lot of people start this game on the free-to-play path, and then they get absolutely bored with it because they are like, oh, I saw all of these cool, dope, like, items and accessories that I could use to customize my character, and then they realize, oh, I gotta spend essentially what like equates to $2 US a pop on a chance I'm gonna get something that I like. And like, when you start doing the math and figuring everything out, and then it's like, oh, well, I can just like exchange these for Meseta. And then it's like, oh, well, I also have to spend like $13 on premium monthly. And then you're like, oh, well, I have the premium now, and my friend wants something. He's free to play. Maybe I can give it to him. And then you realize, oh, crap, they need to have premium so you can set up some sort of trade. It's a little ridiculous. You need to loosen up a little bit on that. Get more creative with the events. Let the grind be a little more unique. Gigantics, the changes they made, I love. But yeah, I just think that they need to be less money hungry and more celebratory for the people that are in their game, playing their game. And the people that are playing their game already, you don't want it to be one of the experiences like, oh, I hate this game, play this game with me. It's just because misery loves company. I want to be able to go to like my friends and stuff. I'm like, yo, This game is sick as hell. I love this game. You gotta hop in. I have no problem helping you grind up to max level so we can get this going and farm together. But with that being said, thank you for listening to my rant. I'm sorry I'm not used to looking at the camera that much. But like, comment, subscribe, stop by at Twitch. Be happy to hear from you, happy to have you. And I'll see you in the next one.